Abul Ala al-Mu'arri is considered as one of the greatest classic Arab poets. Born near Aleppo, Syria in 973, al-Mu'arri, also a writer and philosopher, came from a notable family of the famous ancient tribal confederation called Tanuk. At the tender age of 4, he became virtually blind due to an illness which would later have a profound impact on his view of life. Abul Ala al-Mu'arri received his education in Aleppo, Antioch, and other Syrian cities, as well as in Baghdad, where he gained prominence through his writings, although he preferred not to sell any of his works. Around 1010, he returned to his birth town, Ma'arat al-Nu'aman, where he remained until the end of his life. There he was highly respected as a scholar as he continued his dedication to writing, collaborated with others, and attracted many local students despite his ascetic and secluded way of life. Al-Mu'arri is remembered for his ideas for social justice, equality between people, and freedom of thought and expression. He saw life mostly as a burden to the soul, an experience for which one needs to learn reason in order to distinguish the truth from the false. He believed in God, but not in human established religions as he understood them. History also reports that some of the Arab philosophers' deep impressions may have come after he heard Hellenistic philosophy debates. His collections of poetry include The Tinder Spark, Saktuzand, and Unnecessary Necessity, Luzu Ma La Yalzamo. Al-Mu'arri is thought to have influenced Dante Alighieri's famous poem Divine Comedy, as well as the Persian philosopher and poet Omar Khayyam, and many medieval writers of the West. Abul Ala al-Mu'arri was a compassionate vegan, describing his decision of saving and respecting the lives of the gentle animals in a poem called I No Longer Steal from Nature. Today we have the opportunity to reflect on some of the poems by the esteemed Arab philosopher Abul Ala al-Mu'arri, expressing his deep insights gained through his empathetic understanding of earthly life. Calmness, a friend who can talk well. The world's best moment is a calm hour passed in listening to a friend who can talk well. How wonderful is life from first to last, but ancient time keeps ever young in tooth. His ruin cuts down nations in their prime. In every region, time prepares their graves. None ever digs the grave of time. Refrains from speech. Whenever man from speech refrains, his foes are few, even though he is stricken down by the fortune and falls low. Silently the flea sips up its fill of human blood, thus making less the heinousness of its sin. It follows not the way parched mosquitoes go, trumpeting with the high-trilled note, you smarting all the while. If an insolent man thrusts a sword of speech against you, oppose him with your patience, so you may break its edge. Transmigration. Spirits are said to move by transmigration from body into body till they are purged. But disbelieve what error may have urged, unless your mind confirm the information. Though hide their heads they carry, like the palm, bodies are but as herbs that grow and fade. Hard polishing wears out the tempered blade. Allay your soul's desires and life come. Victory will bring revenge. If time aids thee to victory, he will aid. They foe anon to take a full revenge. The day's meridian hits bare off as spoil that shed from the moist dawn gone by. Sanctity of Life, a verse on virtues. What shall it profit you, the vast amount of gold and grain you gather from the land, if you have laid no dominating hand on virtues that will balance your account? The body is your vase. The body which gives you during life a form is but your vase. Be not deceived, my soul. Cheap is the bowl for storing honey in, but precious for the contents of the bowl. I no longer steal from nature. The vegan poem. You are diseased in understanding and religion. Come to me that you may hear something of sound truth. Do not unjustly eat fish the water has given up, and do not desire as food the flesh of slaughtered animals, or the white milk of mothers who intended its pure draught for their young, not noble ladies. And do not grieve the unsuspecting birds by taking eggs, for injustice is the worst of crimes. And spare the honey which the bees get industriously from the flowers of fragrant plants, for they did not store it that it might belong to others, nor they did gather it for bounty and gifts. I washed my hands of all this, and wish that I perceived my way before my hair went grey. Reason and truth. Falsehood is perpetual loss. Reason forbade me many things which instinctively my nature was attracted to, and a perpetual loss I feel, if knowing I believe a falsehood or deny the truth. What choice has man? Had men followed me, confound them. Well had I guided them to truth, or to some plain tract by which they might arrive there soon. For here I have lived until I am tired of time, and it of me, and my heart has sipped the cream of life's experience. What choice has a man but solitude and loneliness, when fate grants him nothing that he craves? Do what you will, make peace or war, the days with arbitrary hand bestow their measure to warrior and man of peace. None to lead but reason. You've had your way a long, long time, you kings and tyrants, and still you work injustice hour by hour. What ails you that do not tread a path of glory? A man may take the field, although he love the bower. But some hope a divine leader with the prophetic voice will rise and meet the gazing silent ranks. An idle thought, there is none to lead but reason, to point the morning and the evening ways. Large gifts of death, who'll rescue me from living in a town where I'm spoken of with praise unfit? Rich, pious, learned, such is my renown, but many a barrier stands between me and it. I admit to ignorance, yet wise was thought by some, and it's not ours a wondrous case. For truly, we all are good for naught. I am not noble, nor are they not base. My body in life's strait grip scarce bears the strain. How shall I move decay to clasp it round? Oh, the large gifts of death, ease after pain he brings to us, and silence after sound. Truth hides her face. Experience nests in thickets of close shade. Who gives his mind and life many hunted down? How many months and years have I outstayed? And yet I think myself a fool and clown. And falsehood like a star all naked stands, but truth still hides her face in hood and veil. Is there no ship or shore my outstretched hands may grasp to save me from this malicious sea? The scoundrel's plea, make not when you work a deed of shame. The scoundrel's plea, my forebears did the same. Time and space, two fates still hold us fast, a future and a past. Two vessels' vast embrace surrounds us, time and space. And when we ask what end our Maker did intend, some answering voice is heard that utters no plain word. Mortality, death stalks the night. I bid each day farewell, aware it's like, once gone from me, will never more return. Ill-starred are easy ways on which the careless stroll, although they rank their lot a happy one. For me, it's as though I ride an old and jaded beast, when outstretched on a bough the lizard basks in the blaze of noon. Death stalks the night when friends and enemies sleep on, and ever is afoot while we recline at ease. The present hour is yours. The city's leading cleric went out to bury his friend. Do you not see he brought no lesson from the grave? The present hour is yours, the past a babble of a dream, and what remains has nothing sweet in store for you. Saintly viewers, we appreciate your kind present for today's words of wisdom.